Cristiano Ronaldo just became the world's highest-paid athlete, with a deal so vast he earns more in a day than most footballers make in a year, and all of it is tax-free. But this $275 million mega deal is not just about salary, every bonus, every image right, every perk is supercharged. What convinced football's ultimate winner to swap Europe's spotlight for Saudi Arabia's riches? And how did he turn late career leverage into the richest contract in sports history? The answer upends everything you thought you knew about football, money, and legacy. Cristiano Ronaldo's career in Europe reads like a checklist of football's highest honors. 5 Champions League trophies, league titles in England, Spain, and Italy. Over 800 club goals. 5 Ballon d'Or awards. By late 2022, he had become the most decorated player of his generation, a symbol of relentless ambition and achievement. But as the World Cup in Qatar drew to a close, Ronaldo found himself at a crossroads. His contract with Manchester United had ended by mutual consent, leaving him a free agent for the first time in nearly 2 decades. No transfer fee, no club ties. For a player of his stature, this was more than just a fresh start. It was a rare moment of total freedom in a sport ruled by contracts and negotiations. The timing was no accident. At 37, Ronaldo still commanded global attention, his every move tracked by fans and clubs alike. Offers arrived from Europe, the United States, and beyond. Each one acknowledged his status, but none matched the scale of what was to come. Ronaldo's camp, led by longtime agent Jorge Mendes, understood the power of his legacy. He wasn't just a prolific scorer, he was the face of a generation, a brand that transcended football. Clubs didn't just want goals, they wanted the Ronaldo effect. Packed stadiums, surging merchandise sales, and a tidal wave of social media engagement. In December 2022, Ronaldo announced he would join Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia. Critics questioned the move, suggesting it was a step down from Europe's elite. But Ronaldo offered his own perspective. "In Europe, my work is done. I won everything. I played at the most important clubs. For me now, it is a new challenge in Asia." This was not just a late career move, it was a calculated play for leverage, setting the stage for a negotiation unlike anything football had seen. With his trophy cabinet full and his reputation untouchable, Ronaldo entered talks with the freedom and the bargaining power that only a legacy like his could command. The numbers behind Ronaldo's 2025 Al Nassr extension read more like a Fortune 500 executive package than a football contract. The deal, announced on June 26, 2025, runs for 2 years and is reported to be worth up to $677 million, with most estimates centering on $200 million per year in base pay. That is before factoring in the commercial deals and bonuses layered on top. The base salary alone breaks down to about $16 million per month, or roughly $3.4 million per week. Every day, Ronaldo earns almost £500,000, tax-free. Saudi Arabia's lack of income tax means he keeps every cent, a sharp contrast to the 45 to 50% tax he faced in Europe. The contract structure goes far beyond a simple wage. Ronaldo's guaranteed base is just the starting point. The signing bonus alone is reported at around £24.5 million, with some sources suggesting it could climb as high as £38 million if all conditions are met. That is up to $50 million in his account before a single match. Performance incentives add another layer. For every goal, Ronaldo is reported to earn as much as $110,000, with a 20% increase in the second year. Each assist could add another £40,000, again with a bump in year 2. Major achievements unlock even bigger rewards. Winning the league title brings in £8 million, the Golden Boot nets £4 million, and an Asian Champions League victory is worth £6.5 million. If he matches his top scorer tally and leads Al Nassr to trophies, the bonus pool alone could push his annual take above $300 million. Perks are built into the deal. Ronaldo receives a private jet allowance valued at over £4 million per year, and Al Nassr covers the salaries of his personal staff, drivers, chefs, maids, and security, costing nearly $2 million annually. Luxury housing, fully furnished and close to the club, is provided at no expense to him. Altogether, these lifestyle benefits add at least $6 to $8 million more each year. Every element of this contract is engineered for scale, security, and status. It is not just a salary, it is an ecosystem designed to maximize Ronaldo's value on and off the pitch, with numbers that dwarf anything seen in world sport. LeBron James is the face of basketball, a global icon in his own right. Yet his earnings in 2025 reached $127 million, less than half of Ronaldo's annual take. Lionel Messi, often mentioned in the same breath as Ronaldo, has accumulated more than $600 million over his entire career. Ronaldo's 2 years at Al Nassr will surpass that total by hundreds of millions. Kylian Mbappé and Karim Benzema, both among the highest-paid footballers, earn around $100 million per year. Ronaldo nearly triples their pay. Even David Beckham, whose brand power changed football's economic model, retired in 2013 with career earnings of about $100 million, an amount Ronaldo matches in just over 4 months. The average Premier League player earns £75,000 per week. Ronaldo makes that in less than 4 hours. The numbers don't just set him apart, they create a chasm. No athlete in any sport comes close to the scale of Ronaldo's income in 2025. The gulf isn't measured in millions, but in entire careers. Ownership changed everything. Ronaldo's contract handed him a 15% stake in Al Nassr, instantly making him not just the club's highest earner, but a co-owner with real skin in the game. That equity alone is valued between $35 and $45 million, a sum that would be a career jackpot for most players. For Ronaldo, it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. His net worth now stands at an estimated $1.4 billion, as listed by Bloomberg, making him the first footballer to reach billionaire status while still playing. The empire stretches far beyond the pitch. The Nike lifetime deal alone is rumored to be worth around $1 billion. The CR7 brand covers hotels, gyms, fashion, and fragrances, each branch adding new revenue streams. On social media, Ronaldo's 665 million Instagram followers give him unmatched reach. A single sponsored post can bring in over $3 million, and his regular updates about Al Nassr and Saudi Arabia double as global advertising, without the club spending a cent. Every component of his business portfolio feeds into the next, creating a self-sustaining engine of influence and wealth. For Ronaldo, the Al Nassr deal isn't just a payday. It's a launchpad for a legacy that will last long after his final game. Saudi Arabia's public investment fund stands behind the numbers, shaping every aspect of Ronaldo's contract. With assets topping $900 billion, the Public Investment Fund, PIF, is one of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds, and it controls Al Nassr and several other major clubs. This is not about club revenue or ticket sales. Al Nassr alone could never support these figures from football operations. Instead, the PIF channels state-backed resources into the club, treating Ronaldo's deal as a strategic investment for Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 initiative. Funding flows from state-backed sources, not just the team's balance sheet. The approach is deliberate. Use football's biggest name to draw global attention, boost tourism, and accelerate the country's push to become a sports and entertainment powerhouse. Ronaldo's contract is a reflection of state ambition, not market-driven football economics. Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 strategy turned football into a global billboard, but the ripple effects go far beyond sponsorships and headlines. After Ronaldo's arrival, league spending exploded. Nearly $1 billion poured into transfers within 18 months. Stars like Karim Benzema, Neymar, and N'Golo Kanté followed, each lured by deals that would have been unthinkable just a few years earlier. The Saudi Pro League was once a footnote in world football. Now, it is a destination for elite talent. Yet questions about sustainability linger. The league's financial surge depends on state support, not ticket sales or TV rights. Meanwhile, Ronaldo's own journey isn't finished. With 959 career goals, he is chasing the 1,000 goal mark, an achievement no player has reached. His next milestone could be the most ambitious yet, but the future of this football experiment remains unwritten. Ronaldo's staggering contract isn't just reshaping football, it's redefining how nations use sport for power and influence. As governments invest billions to buy global relevance, the question isn't what an athlete earns, but what their brand is truly worth. The game has changed. What comes next?